welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, we're going to be going over my July budget, the recap of it. So yeah, let's get started. So as you can see, there are certain blank spots, and those are the categories that I don't share how much we budget for that, but everything else, including these, well, other than retirement, these two will be shared. So anyways, it was a very interesting month. As you can see, I had two different sources of income, and that was because I got a new job. And with that, my first paycheck for my new job was in the beginning of July, and my last paycheck for my old job was also at the beginning of July. And so we had some extra income because I got my PTO paid out at my old job. So we went over budget in some categories, but we were very under budget in other categories. So yeah, that all of the fixed income, or all of the fixed expenses were obviously the same that they were budgeted for. We did go over budget on our eating out by a lot. For groceries, which I'm almost feeling like I didn't record this properly, because when I was looking at our weekly groceries, we were over by a decent amount. Well, okay, not a decent amount, but it was like $30 like halfway through the month. And we spent $608.33. So we were over budget by $8.33. So I'm wondering if I maybe didn't record one transaction or something. But that is what I'm rolling with. For gas for our car, we spent $276.02. And that one, we went over budget because Dalton drove across the state 2 times or 2 weekends. And so that was basically 2 tanks of gas over budget. We actually, if he wouldn't have had 2 extra tanks of gas, we actually would have been under budget by a couple of dollars. Pets, we were over budget again because of the whole our groceries coming in late, or not groceries, our dog and cat food coming in late because we ran out prior to them being shipped. This time wasn't due to credit card billing. It was just, I think we just didn't buy enough the prior month, so it didn't hold long enough. If we run into that issue in August, then I will be changing the schedule for our pet food. So that was $254.31. So we were over budget by $24.31. And this probably wouldn't have been that over budget. Honestly, it might have even been still on budget if I would have bought the smaller bag of dog food. I bought the size that we get delivered, so that way we had a little more rollover and we didn't have to worry about when it was going to get shipped, which I think that bag came to $70 about, so it probably would have still been under budget. Electricity, we spent $227.38, and the sole reason for that being under budget, it actually would have been over budget if the prior month we hadn't paid 2 payments as opposed to 1, I guess. Because our bill did come to $500 and a couple of cents. So yeah, like I said, it would have been very over budget still. So that really helped our variable expenses because all of these came to about equal with that being that under budget. Moving on to the debt category, I don't share our mortgage, but what we budgeted for is the amount that we spent. We paid $296 towards the Corolla, which was obviously is what was budgeted. Same with Ashley Furniture, we paid $80, and Home Depot, we paid $760 as budgeted. Retirement, like I said, I don't share that, but we did put $2,000 towards our emergency fund. We put $0 towards our sinking funds. And for home improvement, we put $107. So it was a pretty good month overall. We had a bunch of like other expenses that I didn't put on here, which hindsight being 2020, I wish I would have like put an extra category. I will end up adding them up and putting them on the bottom here. Or maybe I will just put it in, like take it out of sinking funds. But we spent a decent amount at Home Depot and Menards because we grass seeded our backyard, which I don't remember if I told you our whole grass seed situation, but I will mention it just in case I didn't. Our backyard is on a hill. It's not like a crazy hill, but it's a big enough slope that the water rushing down it makes it easier for, I wouldn't even say mudslides, but like it makes it easier for like grass to not want to grow back. And with our dogs being outside, basically, I would say like a fourth of our yard turned into dirt, and that was solely because my light finally decided it was going to change back to the correct color. I don't know if that caught on camera, but anyways, back to what I was saying, that a fourth of it was dirt because their paws playing, and then it kind of like ripping the grass out of the ground. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked, but they aren't diggers, so it wasn't from like them digging or anything like that. So we ended up trying to regrass seed our backyard, and we have been not allowing our dogs in the backyard, which has been super exciting because we've had to walk them to have them go to the bathroom, which I took them for walks prior to that, but it was never bathroom walks, it was exercise walks and scent walks, so they get to like experience their surroundings. But yeah, that we spent a decent portion doing that. That was technically not budgeted for, but we didn't have to take anything out of savings for it. That would have just gone to savings or if we were going to not put it towards grass seed. And then Dalton had to get new brakes and an oil change for his vehicle, so that came to about $300. Like I said, I still have to actually add it up, but based on just looking at it, that's what it looks like. We also had our water bill, our quarterly water bill that we had to pay, which was $236.77, and that I am going to put in our sinking funds transaction log. So it'll be like negative in our sinking funds, but technically it wasn't actually. So I guess sinking funds wasn't $0. But I'm just gonna